ready, excited.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, hey, alai, lai, 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 alai, lai, 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 alai, lai, 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 alai, lai, 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 Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Hey, hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Lai, 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 Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It's so good to see you. You're probably noticing that we have a different setup tonight, that we are Zooming together. We are together for the first time in a very long time. And it is our first anniversary as a independent Nefesh community. It was the first Friday of August last year that we met together at the Silver Lake JCC for our first Shabbat as an independent Nefesh. And so we're celebrating tonight. I want you to know that we've been very careful in how we're doing this, that we have this sort of odd setup in this direction so that we are ample space away from each other. There's been all kinds of things that have gone on to make sure that this is a safe space together. And we are just delighted because tonight David and Sally will get to sing together, which is just making our hearts swell like you wouldn't believe. And we want you to know that Kim is here. Kim is interpreting. We could spotlight Kim for a moment if you would, Bobby, so everybody sees Kim and can find her. There she is. Kim is interpreting. So if you need the interpreter, make sure you always have her box up and you can get her. We have so much incredible goodness tonight. It's a Shabbat that's overflowing with goodness, including all of you being here, which is so moving. It's so moving to be with you and to welcome Shabbos together. So because we are so filled with love, because this past week was Tu B'Av, a holiday of love, we want to begin with Dodi Li. Oh, and yes, in the chat will be the prayer book. So please follow along. Dodi Li, I believe it's on page 11, think. I'll check in a second, but by now it'll be over. So just enjoy it if you can't find it. Here we go, Dodi Li.
אני לא השושן לא דיני ואני לא לא דיני ואני לא אני לא את קולך כי קולך ומרך השמי את קולך כי קולך ומרך אני לא השושתי לא דיני ואני לא שושתי
We're now going to light the Shabbos candles. We're hearing you that the sound is not as strong as you want. We will work on that. We, of course, worked on it a lot before you came, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes in these times. We are open-hearted and we keep trying. That's what we try. Come on, let's light the Shabbos candles. It is on page 2 of the prayer book. And here we will light.
This one?
There's sound happening while we light. Oh, you took the camera away.
Really?
Motion.
Okay. Was it? What the hell? Oh. Is it this?
Bear with us. I think you can hear us, but not see us.
Is it this? Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Yes. I'm not sure that was the plug-in. It somehow got unplugged, but we don't know. Keep holding with us,
No,
everyone.
it's not gonna be that.
Some deep Shabbos
It's gotta be that.
breathing is always good.
It was.
Driving. Into Shabbos.
Wow. You just go like
And
this.
then
Go
you're
into gallery
Yeah.
mode, and so look. Everybody. I think it's Rebecca Howard's camera.
Oh,
Oh, it's not even that.
yeah, that's.
That's supposed to be.
No, you unplugged the sound.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanted to.
But no, I didn't want to.
Okay. So
It was. That's what was out though.
this.
Ah, can you hear the birds here? Because they are so beautiful right now. There we go. Shabbos candles. Everybody worked hard on that. That's a little neskatan, a little minor miracle right there. Okay, here we go. For the light, 3 times.
Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav להדליק נר של
We continue with Lechu and Wanina on page 12, and then it will move right from there to Shul Adonai. Join us, move your body, dance, do what you need to do right now.
לכו נעלנה לאדוני נריע לצור אישנו נקדמה פניו בזמירות נריע לו. Page 13. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, ועשו מיום ליום ישועתו. איי 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 ספרו בגויים כבודו, עולמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומולל מאוד, נורא הוא הכל אלוהי. יאללה לה 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 לי 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 לי
Here we go into Lachadodi, page 20. Move your body, move your body.
Lechadodi, likat kala, Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לחדודי לקראת קלה בעיני שבת וקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי הנה כה הברכה מראש מקדם, נשוכה סוף מעשה מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה בעיני שבת לקבלה. Verse 3 מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קום יצאי מתוך אף אחד רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בעיני שבת לקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי על ידני חי בית הלחמי קרבה אל נפשי תעלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בעיני שבת לקבלה. Verse 5 התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בעיני שבת
Last verse. Boy, face the entrance. Boy ושלום עצרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצוהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי כלה בואי כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בעיני שבת לקבל לך דודי לקראת כלה בעיני שבת לקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בעיני שבת לקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בעיני שבת לקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בעיני שבת
Yes, Shabbat Shalom. Let's do some greetings. Greet all the people around you in your house. Greet the people who are out in Zoom land. You can wave your fingers at each other. Shout out Shabbos greetings to your neighbors.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, neighbors. Thank you for your kindness and letting us do this out here, neighbors.
Shabbos birds.
Oh, so many birds. We're going to continue with the Hatzi Kaddish. It's on page 26.
התקדש
ויתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ועלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחיי כל וביום ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו יהי שמי אבא מבורך לעולם ולעולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה
בריחו
לילה ולילה לילה ולילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה לחמתה דמיה בעלמא ואימו אמן לילה 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 beyond any words, any song, any prayer that is whispered in this world and the next world and the next world and the next world. Open my eyes, open my heart, go beyond, go beyond, go beyond, go beyond, Layla.
Go beyond. Let's take the service to the next level. Let's invite up our beloved Leah, who makes such beautiful sounds out of that violin and out of your voice. And you made beautiful music come out of your body with the birth of your new baby. And Ezra, I see you there. And Ira, you're holding.
Hi.
Hi. So we are so delighted to do this baby naming here at this service so full of love and celebration. And so why don't you, Leah and Ira, why don't you tell us the name that you chose for your baby and why you chose that name?
She's on the spot.
Okay, well, we chose Shiri Tamar Gonzalez. So Shiri is,
That's okay, we can hear her.
Okay, Shiri is for my grandpa, Sydney. So, and he, just a little story about Sydney. My mom's dad, and my mom and dad are here. My mom's dad was a very loyal, sweet person, and every Christmas he would invite a homeless person home for Christmas, and they celebrated Christmas and Hanukkah here in Los Angeles, and they would let him sleep, spend the night, and feed him, and just have him be part of the party. So he was a really sweet man, and Shiri, and I just chose Tamar because I love the name, and it means date palm, like a palm tree. And I thought, Ira and I met in Los Angeles here, so I thought it's sort of fitting. palm trees. What was that?
What does Shiri mean? I can tell them it means my
Oh, Shiri. Yes, my song. So she's my song. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I can't hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear me. Yeah. I got close to see you guys, but you can't hear me unless
Okay, now I
have the
hear
mic.
you.
Good. Oh, we're so delighted that you've come to this world, Shiri. And we want to give you a blessing now, a naming blessing. And in this blessing, we hope for you three things: that you have a life of Torah, of chuppah, and ma'asim tovim. Yes, see, those things make you want to shout. Torah is a life of wisdom, learning about your own traditions, and you are lucky to have many traditions and cultures in your life, and to learn about the wisdom of the world. So we hope you love to learn, Shiri, all the different things and different ways that you will learn. Chuppah is the canopy, so we hope at some point you find a love in your life. Beyond that, so many good relationships with friends, with family, a life of good relationships. And the third thing is ma'asim tovim, good deeds in the world. We know and we will encourage and support you, Shiri, to find your way, your unique way to make the world a better place. So here's a blessing for you. And Ezra, welcome to Big Brotherness. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו קיים את הילדה הזאת לאביה ולאמה ויקרא שמה בישראל שירי תמר בת לאה ואירה. זאת הקטנה שירי גדולה תהיה, יהי רצון לגדלה לתורה, לחופה ולמעשים טובים. Amen. God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child. Let her be known among the people of Israel as daughter of Leah, Shiri Tamar, daughter of Leah and Ira. Oh, may her parents be privileged to raise her up to adulthood, and may she enjoy the blessings of Torah, of chuppah, and ma'asim tovim, making the world a better place. And we say, Amen. And David, you will join me in leading this special blessing for your whole family. Could you guys get close to each other? We're going to give you a blessing for all of you. May God bless you and keep you. May God's presence be with you in grace. And may you feel God lift into you and give you shalom, peace, and all together as a community we say amen. Let's all reach our hands up towards this beautiful family, pouring blessing into them. You guys should switch to gallery view so you can see the community doing this, holding you in this way. We can't wait to meet you in person, Shiri Tamar. And on your behalf and on the behalf of all the children and all the babies in our community, we are going to work to make this world better for you. Our big love to you. Now let's all rise and we will chant the Baruch Hu, the call to prayer on page 28.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
And our blessing for the evening, page 30.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אלחי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני Hamari Aravi.
Okay, friends, in a moment we'll approach the Shema, and as you know, it's our tradition, our custom to spend some time reflecting. And here's the question for the night. It's straightforward. Won't need much explicating. What is giving you hope right now? What is giving you hope right now? We are going to go into small groups and you're going to share about that. You might get a little thing that pops up and asks you to press on it so that you go to a breakout room, and then we'll all come back together. What is giving you hope right now? Share this in your small group. Or if you're not able to get there, reflect on hope. Space in their backyard, but the parrots also love it over here, so you will be hearing them. So from this place of hope, we move into love, and then from the love into the Shema. So we do now the end of Ahavat Olam, page 32.
Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla ve'ahavatcha al tasir ממנו לעולם ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
And let's place our feet on the ground. Let's get our spine moving, neck moving, feeling our fingertips, feeling our toes. And now we're going to enter the Shema, one breath, one word, connecting to listening and to oneness. Big breath in. We invite you now to join the parrots, to release yourself from mute, and we will chant the Ve'ahavta together in a cacophony of delayed sounds from our neighborhoods across the city. Some of you I know across the country. And these parrots are ready for it. So here we go. Unmute yourselves and we will chant together. It is on page 36. Truth, so much truth. These times require so much. Oh, I said something brilliant and you all missed it. Just kidding. Well, maybe I did. We're going to now move to courage. Omet's love, drawing up the strength of heart. We need so much courage. Courage to try new things. Courage to find out how we could be together in these times that we are seeing now. We require such endurance. And so let's sing this song for ourselves, this prayer. Let's sing it for each other. Let's give it as an offering to the world.
Courage, you're the only one. Courage, walking in the sun. Reaching in the dark, listen to my heart. Courage, and back to the start. Mi kamocha, Bailey Madonai, mi kamocha, mi kamocha, Nedar Bakodesh, mi kamocha.
Courage, look me in the eye. Courage,
Show me what's inside.
not to hold too tight. To know I'll be alright. Courage
To fail and
shine, shine.
mi kamocha,
Bailey Madonai,
mi kamocha, mi kamocha,
Nedar Bakodesh,
mi kamocha. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out. 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 breathing in and out, breathing in and out.
Wow. Special ecstasy hearing them together singing and feeling all of you singing along. We're going to ask now, for as you know, before the Hashkivenu, we hear how somebody in our community is making the world a better place. We're going to ask Chris Duffy now to share about something that our community is doing. Thanks to Chris. Go for it, Chris.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Chris. This is Molly.
I'm Molly.
So I'm working with Ellen and with Lila and Nadine, and we are putting together a hygiene kit drive. So this is for an organization called SELA, which is a neighborhood homeless coalition. And it's a volunteer-run nonprofit based in northeastern LA. And I've been doing some work with them. And this is inspired by a project that they did with a group called Sisterhood LA and an organizer, Mitra Juhari. And basically what we're doing is we're putting together hygiene kits that are gonna get given out to our unhoused neighbors. So obviously there's a huge crisis of homelessness in the city, and hygiene kits, you probably don't know what that is. So what's a hygiene kit? I have a prop. This is a hygiene kit. It is a lot of the things that you would need if you are unhoused. So it has a wipe that you can use to clean yourself, like instead of if you can't get access to a shower. It has lotion, it has toothpaste, a toothbrush, it has toilet paper, it has information about COVID, it has a mask, it has all the things you would need if you're going to go to one of the showers that nonprofit groups put around the city. And really importantly, it also has a letter of encouragement, which is a handwritten note from a member of the community telling this person who receives this kit that they're important and valuable and cared about. So SELA is going to distribute these, and they use them for three things. They use them first to meet people's basic needs. They use them as a way for community members to get involved and build a connection with the organization and with our unhoused neighbors, so we don't see them as them versus us. And then it's also an outreach tool. So because this meets a lot of people's basic needs, it also gets them to build a relationship, and then they can put them in touch with services and social workers and all the people that they might need to get a case file opened and all of that. So we're doing this project. We here at Nefesh are making a bunch of them. Our goal is to make 250 of these kits. And we've already gotten a lot of support around this. And there's a couple of ways that you can be involved. So first way is if you want, you can donate financially, and that will help us to buy the supplies. The more supplies we have, the more kits we can make. Also, a complete, and I'll put that link, actually, I'm gonna put that link in the chat right now so you can have that. That's for the donations. But also, if you don't or can't donate, or you wanna do something that is totally safe at home and non-contact, you can also help by writing these notes of encouragement. So I'm putting that sign up in there, that's the Google form. So we need to get 240 of these notes of encouragement that are individual and say something like, "You are important, I care about you, have a great day," something like that, handwritten, and we're gonna put those in each of the kits. So we're looking to get those, we're gonna assemble the kits on Thursday, so we wanna have those by Tuesday. So we really need your help because it's gonna be hard for 4 of us to write 240 of those. And we already have some great volunteers, but if you can sign up, that would be fantastic. And then the teens are going to assemble these on Thursday. And I've actually never met the Nefesh teens, but I've heard great things. I keep hearing you as like one communal group.
They are great.
It's like you're like an indie band that I've never heard of.
The Nefesh teens.
The Nefesh teens, yes. So I'm excited to have you be assembling the kits.
Great,
So yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes?
Yes, thanks so much. Ask us if you want to get involved, and also the information is now in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Molly. Thank you in advance, Nefesh teens. And thank you in advance to everyone writing notes. Okay, so we move now into Hashkivenu, our prayer for peace, for a Shabbat Shalom to cover all of us, to cover the world. Page 42.
משכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ביתנו מלכנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ומלכנו לחיים ושמו צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום ואתה באדוני שלום 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 shalom, shalom. Thank you, Leah. Mazel tov. Top of page 44. ושרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדות הברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל.
We rise now for the Amidah, the standing prayer. We will turn towards this beautiful ark that Mark Werendorf made and is now here with us. And we will begin together on 46, and then we will go into our own silent prayer.
Na 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 satai tifta na 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 ufi yagi tehilatecha na 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 Adonai na 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 satai tifta na 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 ufi yagi tehilatecha.
Shalom. 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 Shalom.
We gather our energy now towards prayers of healing. Healing of the body, refuat haguf, refuat nefesh, healing of the soul. And we pray, Elna Rafana La, God, please heal her. Elna Rafana Lo, God, please heal him. Elna Rafana Lahen, please heal them. Elna Rafana Li. We pray for refuah shlema, a healing of wholeness, a complete healing. A healing into wholeness. So call up all of those who are praying for it now. We pray for all of them in our community and for our city and our nation and our world. So much healing we need. We send breath, we send healing, we send support to all who need it. Elna Rafanallah. So friends, we entered into a new book since we were last together for Shabbat, and this is the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy. It is the last book of Torah, the last book in the telling of this epic narrative. And in fact, it's a unique book because it is the retelling of the story. Thank you, David. In this book, we find ourselves at the edge of the promised land. And Moses has an opportunity to talk to the people. These are his final speeches, his final teachings with this new generation that had not left the narrow place, Mitzrayim. had not left the narrow place and gone on a journey. They are a new generation, and they are about to cross over. And this is Moses' chance to do the retelling of the story, the retelling of these past years. He's telling the story in new ways in this last book, integrating the narrative. We, as a people, have a story. We have stories about the story. That's what we've done for thousands of years. We've told stories about our stories, and they shape who we are and how we see ourselves. It is how we integrate, how we heal or don't heal, how we repair or don't repair, how we move forward or stay stuck, and how we tell our stories and retell our stories. One of the things that I do when I work with conversion students who are choosing, so beautifully choosing to enter into this spiritual path of Judaism, is that these stories are important to learn and to integrate into ourselves, because these are our formational stories of who we are and how we came to be. Culture is based on stories. Each people has its stories. Nation is built on story, and nowhere more than us do we have such a story about how we came to be. And in fact, it is a time in the United States, we are in a reckoning about this story. So much of what is happening now is the coming to terms with the fact that the dominant story that we have told about America is not the whole story. And it is time to retell, to reform, to reintegrate the story of who we are. It's why this moment feels scary for some of us, this new information, these new stories. And for others of us, it feels like, really? You haven't known that this is not the story? It is transformational to change a dominant narrative. And in our history as a people, the stories of who we are always get retold. And Moses is showing that right now as he is retelling the story of our people. In the whole book of Deuteronomy, of Devarim, is his retelling. So what's so fascinating to see as we open the scroll, as we turn the pages each week in late summer, is how Moses chooses to retell the story. What is he choosing to tell and not tell? What is he choosing to draw out, to elevate this time? It is one of the beauties of aging, that our stories get to change and reform as we age. It is also one of the beauties of a new generation who sees the stories as they've been and decides to tell them in new ways. We get to center our story in new ways. And in this Torah portion, we get a teaching in which Moses elevates hope. It is a beauty and a blessing to retell the stories and to pull out what we think we need now. I keep wondering in these times about how we will tell the stories of 2020, of 5780, of COVID, of the plagues and paradigm shifting around racism, the plague of racism, the pandemic of COVID and the pandemic of racism. How are we going to retell this time of transformation? How will our kids tell it? How will our grandkids tell it? We're going to reshape and retell these stories of transformation. And here, this story that Moses told, we tell again all these years later in this beautiful backyard in this time of COVID. So tonight we look at what he draws out in this parsha. This parsha, he draws out one aspect of the story that kept Moses going, that kept the people going for all these many years, and that is hope. He draws out of this story hope. The whole time they've been traveling through the Midbar, through the wilderness, they held hope and a promise of the promised land. that we would arrive, that at the end of the journey, we would arrive in that promised land. Each elder had been holding that and telling it to their children and to their grandchildren. And it is a hope that we continue to hold as a people, that we would be safe, that though we were in exile for thousands of years, pushed around, forced out, attacked, moved from place to place, that we held on to hope. And holding on to hope for our people has been called the holding on to the idea the messianic age coming, of a time of consciousness changing, of our world changing, the hope of the Messiah. I have to tell you that many non-Orthodox rabbis very much shy away from talking about the Messiah, but I embrace it. And I embrace the talk of messianic consciousness, of a collective Messiah that will transform our world. It's familiar to me as a child of radical organizers who did not connect with religion, but who held this messianic hope of better times ahead, that change will come. Some people work to change the world from anger, from disappointment, from loss of hope. But my parents did so with love and hope, with what is possible. And that is part of the spiritual legacy they passed on to me. I am not in denial. I know what is happening. And our people in every age have held on to hope, to tikva, to hope. In this parsha, Moses says to us, when you go to that place, the promised land, when you arrive in the promised land. Not if, Moses says, but when you arrive, here is what I want you to know. It will be good. It will be delicious. It will be a land with streams and springs and fountains. A land of wheat and barley, of vines and figs and pomegranates, a land of olive trees and honey, a land where you will eat food, where you will lack nothing, where you will be satisfied. And when you get there, he says, eat it up, and then give thanks. Eat it up, experience it, be in it, and when you have eaten it up, give thanks to the divine for this good land. Give thanks and acknowledgement that you are but one part of a larger whole, that you did not get here on your own. These are such evocative teachings for us right now in this moment. Reading this parsha this week gave me this deep breath of goodness to hold on to these things, that first we hold hope. And it can be so hard in these times, but there is always hope. It is whispering to us at night while we sleep. It is waving at us in the sunset. If you are struggling right now to find hope, I encourage you to seek out places of hope as an active and deliberate practice in your life. We have a family friend who's working in a lab at Caltech. She's working on making tests for COVID that will be easily made and accessible and quick tests. And I check in with her and I always say, how's it going? How are you guys doing in the lab? And I give her support and encouragement. And I let her know that there is such hope in what they are doing. And not just her, in all of the labs. Imagine all of the labs all over the world, and all of these human scientists who are reaching in deep to what they've learned and to their instinct and to faith and hope, and it's moving us forward all over right now. People are wondering, thinking, trying to figure out how to offer healing in this time of COVID. I feel hopeful when I think of the researchers, and I feel hopeful when I hear from organizers who are thinking about new ways of society transformation around race. This week I was at a meeting of Clergy for Black Lives, and they were talking about the initiatives to make change in our city and beyond. And they said, we are talking about reimagining safety, reimagining public safety. And they said, beware that we're not saying reimagining policing. We are saying reimagining public safety. And what does that do when we start with safety for us all? What are the creative solutions that can lead us towards to be mindful of being bold and setting the paradigm in such a way that we can get to creative solutions that provide safety for everyone? This gives me hope. And in those moments when we hear something hopeful, I invite you to pause and say out loud or inside of yourself, hope, tikva. This gives me hope. And Shabbos, friends, Shabbos, it's a weekly practice of hope, of stepping out of the brokenness of the daily 6 days and into the hope and the reassurance and the support and the wholeness of this one day. So do not read the paper and do not check your email. Turn off your phone and let the possibility of wholeness come into your body, from your fingertips to the top of your head to your mouth and pelvis and feet. There is hope. And the last part of hope is, what can you do to make hope? We can seek out stories of hope. We can experience Shabbos as a day of hope. We can be around people who give us hope. And then the question for ourselves are, what are the actions we are taking to make the world filled with hope? What are the actions we can take to offer hope to the world? Hope. The when, not the if, that we will reach the promised land, the when. But the verse goes on, if you recall, and he says that when we get there, we should eat. We should eat of the fruit. We should eat, even in these times that are scary. We take a moment to take that beautiful peach of summer and eat it up. To take the eyes of our loved ones and to look at them, even if it's at a distance. To take a moment and experience it. It won't be good if we make it to where we need to go and we don't have any practice of being present in where we are. On Shabbos, we're told to experience delight, Oneg Shabbat, to have food, to have lovely friends and community, to have Zoom. That wasn't in Torah, but it's here now, to find each other and to connect. And we're encouraged to have sex on Shabbat, to experience pleasure, to eat the fruit. May you eat the fruit in your life. And the third part was give thanks. Now that you've eaten it, don't stop yourself from experiencing it. Eat it. And then give thanks. Give thanks for what we have. Hakarat hatov, gratitude. Draw out the good of where we are right now. Acknowledge that we're part of a larger whole and give thanks. Acknowledge that we didn't get here by ourselves and give thanks. Hope. Eat the fruit. Give thanks. In this place of giving thanks, it's offered as giving a blessing. We're encouraged to give 100 blessings a day. Could you imagine? Do it. Walk around with so many blessings. And I know I've told you before, a blessing can start with may you and good things come after. But I want to offer another blessing tonight from this parsha where it says give thanks. A blessing can be saying thank you. A blessing can be saying thank you, but not just thank you with detail. A simple thank you, I don't know if it's going to really count as a blessing, but a thank you with detail. For example, thank you for making me dinner. I felt very cared for. Thank you for not saying that mean comeback line I know you had in your head to your brother. That was an action that was filled with kindness, that not doing. Thank you for giving me another chance. Thank you for thinking of ways to keep us sane in these COVID times. Thank you for staying present with me even as things have gotten hard. And I know that sometimes I'm hard to be around. Thank you for holding my hand through this grief. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your caring. Thank you for your excitement and your joy and your hope. It lifts me up. Friends, I want to encourage you to give blessings of gratitude, of thank you, of praise and appreciation. How many can you do on Shabbos tomorrow? How about one for all of the close people in your life, and not just, hey, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you with detail. Thank you with loving inside of it. Blessings of thank you. So may you, in these days, draw up hope. May you offer it to others. May you know that it's when and not if we make it through these times. May you cultivate hope. May you be present in your life and eat it up. And when you do so, feel and express your gratitude. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbos, Shakoach. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth, help me cope, give me hope from this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Please take hold of my hand so I might understand. Won't you please give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me light, give me light, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Hey, yeah. Please take hold of my hand so I might understand. Won't you please give me hope, give me hope, give me hope. Give me hope, give me hope, give me home.
Beautiful. Okay, friends, so our announcements, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other. Next Shabbat, we have a Shabbat morning service at 10 a.m. Next Thursday afternoon at 4:30, we have the parenting in the time of COVID. We're doing it every other Thursday now. We're hearing how much you're getting out of it. And that's at 4 o'clock. Is that correct, Ellen? 4 o'clock. And also next Thursday, the teens will be doing the putting together of the kits. And then is it the following hygiene kits? Is it the following Thursday that Beth's class is happening? Yes, on the 20th. Stay tuned for that. Beth Rebay will give us another lovely teaching, a historical teaching on, I think this time is on which? Anti-Semitism in the United States, yes. Okay, and we just want to say again, we have this beautiful cupcake. Happy first birthday to all of us. Happy birthday, Nefesh.
Happy birthday to
us.
Nefesh.
Happy birthday to Nefesh.
Happy birthday, dear Nefesh community. Happy birthday to us.
Okay. Kindred spirit moment. Lynn Rosen, you're going to share with us.
Hi, Lynn Rosen, pronoun she, her. First, I want to welcome people who might be here for the first time. So if you feel comfortable self-identifying, you can put up a hand. We're really glad you're here, and I love the Nefesh community to give everyone a warm welcome. So I was asked to talk about what I love about Nefesh, and I was thinking that during this pandemic and this reckoning with the effects of racism, Nefesh has gave us so many offerings to help sustain us and keep us connected as a community. And I think in a crisis, you really learn what a community stands for. And I was thinking about how I really feel a sense of pride that this community stands for justice and inclusion and care for all. I actually think Nefesh is a place of hope. I feel a sense of pride that we have a rabbi who really walks the talk. We have Ellen and Rebecca at the helm, keeping things running, who make us feel really welcome, even for those of us who are shy in community. We have the incredible soulful music of David and Sally, morning blessings, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, anti-racist dialogues and teachings. And I could go on and on. I learned how to pickle the vegetables I'm growing in the garden. So this community is sustained through kinship. It's a kinship model. There's no set fee. And we're asked to give as much as we can that fits with our lives. So I was thinking about how much Nefesh enriches my life and has this past year. So I really tried to stretch and give a percentage of the 10% tzedakah that we give as part of the Jewish tradition. So I hope if those of you who have been hanging around for a while, I hope you'll join and become kin. And those of you who are new, if you enjoyed the service and want more information about upcoming events, you can put your name and email in the chat. And if you don't write on Shabbat, you can go to nefeshla.org. Shabbat Shalom and stay safe. Thanks.
Thank you, Lynn. Beautiful. Okay, everybody, do people want to share joyful things with us in the in the chat. Before we do Aleinu, we'd like to hear your joyful things, your transitional things, your things that are brewing and stirring up. They may not even be joyful. They may just mean something you want to let us know about. We want to hear them. And at the end of this, we have a special joyful thing that is going to be shared as well. Ellen, got to call them out in the chat. What we have? You could do a relay. You could tell me. Or Bobby or Rebecca.
Yeah. Olivia says Reimagine LA is going to be on the ballot in November. That's amazing. Donna says 4 immigrants were freed from Adelanto today. Ariella, I had all 4 wisdom teeth removed, but after a little over a week, I'm healing well. Wow, good. Glennis, my son and his wife are expecting another baby in February.
Oh, mazel tov.
Yeah. That's great. Lila says poets in the Nefesh community are meeting as a workshop group for the first time this Sunday. That's exciting.
Awesome. Okay, is that all of them for now?
One more. Rachel says baby Vidal loves to crawl and play the piano.
Nice. Go Vidal.
Yeah, it's some joy that it's Nefesh's birthday.
Yes.
Beth is able to lift her knees up to her chest doing yoga. This is a big deal now. Yeah, great. Oh, we got a bunch coming too in the chat. Awesome. Melanie started a new job. Jonah's family got to go on vacation together. This is great. Elizabeth got to learn how to watercolor. Donna says there's a Los Angeles rally in support of a democratic Israel. Awesome.
Okay, friends, I want to share this beautiful book. Can you see it? It is called Nefesh, and it's poems by William Wallace, our beloved Bill, who has made poetry for our community, and he's going to share about this book that has just come out. Take it away, Bill.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'd like to begin by expressing gratitude. Rabbi, thank you for the passionate sermon, and thank you for introducing the book. David and Sally, thank you for your beautiful music, and I want to thank Nefesh, the community, for being there and being there so I can take part in it. This book, my latest collection of poems, includes the poems that I've written for you and read to you on the High Holy Days and at Bat Mitzvahs through the years, our first 5 years together. I think of it as a history of Nefesh, and I want to give Rabbi Susan a special heartfelt thank you for her lovely, thoughtful preface to this book. It's very precious to me. If I had my way, I would put a copy of the book in each one of your hands. But I did want to tell you it will be available in bookstores and on Amazon on September 14th. And if you put in my name, William Wallace, and Nefesh, the word Nefesh, and I'll put this in the chat. This book is for me a great act of gratitude to the rabbi, to the community, and to my family as well. And I hope that you will read it. I had great pain and pleasure writing it, and I wish you only pleasure reading it.
Thank you, Bill. Beautiful. So now, on that joyful note, let's all rise for the Aleinu 282.
It's also our anniversary. Shira, if you're out there.
Oh, yes. Happy anniversary to David and Shira. Yay.
Bayomahu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים, משתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, ביום
We would also like to express our gratitude to all the help tonight and in this whole year, from Ellen, from Rebecca, who is not here but supporting from a distance, from Bobby, who I'm going to share more with you all. I don't know if you've all had really a chance to meet Bobby, but he is helping us with social media and tech things. We are so grateful, and a heart can't contain the gratitude I feel towards you, David, and towards you, Sally. Thank you.
Thank you.
And all, tonight, Brian and Charlie and Lila helped us with putting all this together. We'd love to hear your feedback. I know some things probably worked better than others. We're aware, but we're trying. And as we move towards the high holidays, we really want to keep working on things to make goodness for all of us. And I also just want to just take a moment to appreciate Ashley, who isn't here, because when you have a new beginning, it's also good to remember where you came from. And thank you, Bill, for lifting that up in your poetry, that we came from where we were before at Wilshire Boulevard Temple. Appreciation there, to then launched into this new 1 year of where we are now. So let's now all turn our thoughts and our hearts to lifting up the memory of those who we have lost. We're going to say the Kaddish prayer. It always is how we end our services, always in a direct link to the presence very much with us of those who we care for, who have died. So we ask you now to share with us the names who you are saying Kaddish for. And then we will say the Kaddish prayer on page 294. Bobby, if you could read the names, or Ellen.
Jessica's mom, Debbie, Joshua Mack, Jerry Handler, Bob Singer, Dee Dee Clements and Perry Kaminsky, Maxim Roger Bleckman, Fred Suplow, Lena Anwar, Ellie Bluestein, Christina Raleigh, Dan's grandma Esther, Naharit Ryder, My Saba, Jack Malamud, 48 years ago. Naomi Schumann, Glorianne Gamzon, Lenny Rapkin, Val, Ariel Davis and Rachel Davis, Maurice Schwartz, Edwin Siegelman, Alice Horowitz, Kara this past Sunday, and Carol Howard's yahrzeit.
I lift up the memory of my teacher, Rabbi Carol Myers.
My Abba, my father, Gershon.
We also have Paula's dad.
And we say the Kaddish together.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, מעלמא דיברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה על שמי דקודשה ברכו ואלה עם כל ברכתה ושירתה תוש בחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיה חיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל העולם ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל העולם ואמרו amen.
Amen. We invite you to stand up to wrap your arms around whoever is with you. If you're on your own with animals, wrap around them, or wrap around your arms around yourself is another beautiful thing to do. If you have people with you, wrap around them. Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imu amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Al kol ha'olam, 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 al kol ha'olam. Yaseh shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbos goodness to you. Shabbos goodness to you. We now transition to this oneg. So if you want to stay around, we'll take you off of mute and we can all check in. But whether or not you can stay, we wish you Shabbos blessings, and we hope that you'll turn off all these devices now and just go into Shabbos with hope and blessing. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat Kodesh, Shabbat, Shabbat Kodesh. Hey, Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos, Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos. Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos, Shabbos Kodesh, 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 Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos, Shabbos Happy birthday, Nefesh!
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Happy birthday.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy birthday.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy birthday.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shabbat Shalom.
Laura Elmo. Hey, you guys. Hi.
Hi, Sam.
Guys. Hey, Sam. Hey, Mark.
Hi.
Hi.
Sam. Now we're on the computer.
Hi.
Hi.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy birthday.
Shalom.
Happy birthday.
It's beautiful there.
It's so beautiful, Sally's backyard.
Oh, it's Sally's backyard.
Yeah.
We were going to say we can offer ours too sometime if you want to come here. That one looks beautiful.
Laura? Was that you, Laura?
Yes.
This one stays.
Yeah, she has a really nice backyard with lots of room.
Beautiful.
Mine too, Susan.
Work
Gabby.
out.
Thank you, Gabby.
Like progressive Shabbat.
Yeah.
Like we move it from house to house.
A movable piece.
Shabbat.
Oh,
Gabby, is Gabby outside? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Gabby looks outside, absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm outside and I'm here with Paula.
Oh, Mama! We're together.
We're this.
So nice to be together, to be able to sing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.